Chloe.
Hello.
We're just gonna ask you a couple of questions, like some stuff to get to know you a little better.
Sure. I'm actually pretty clumsy sometimes, which is funny because I can skate, kind of. But usually on the ice, I'll trip over nothing. Like the kind where you forget to take off your guards and stuff on the ice. Or I remember once when I was younger too. I had this program. I was in like juvenile. I was pretty young, and at the end of my program, I had like a little hop, and then you stop, and the music would be like dun dun. But I remember that I just baked. Like my feet just came up underneath me, and I fell directly on the music. And at the time, I was so embarrassed, and everyone found it funny. But I mean, I can look back and laugh at it now, but it was embarrassing at the time. When I first started skating, who inspired me to start skating was Michelle Kwan, actually. I remember watching the Olympics on TV when I'm not sure, but I was really small. And then my mom would notice me, and my sister, just trying to imitate the skaters on the screen. And I just remember watching her, and she looked so effortless, and everything was... She just had a lot of passion with what she did, and it just kind of translated and it resonated with me. So that's why I really looked up to her. And then growing up, I have a twin sister, Chantal, and we used to train together all the time. And she was so detailed with everything and so hardworking, and she always motivated me to work my hardest and try to just, deliver the best I could do. So yeah, I would say those two are my figure skating idols. It's
a hard
hard.
Question.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say just one, but I guess when I'm in competitions, international competitions, I usually, I would say I usually hang out with the Japanese skaters and Korean skaters a lot. I'm friends with a lot of the Southeast Asian skaters too, because there's a Southeast Asian Games, so we train near each other. And with the Japanese and Korean skaters, they're a really fun bunch to be around. You can always have fun. There's obviously a little bit of language barrier, so we have to use the Google Translate and talk into it, and then it kind of gives a broken translation back. But we can still have fun through social media. The Japanese and the Koreans, they're a little more private, so we have different. I always have a bunch of different chat applications on my phone for different countries and cultures. Yeah. Training. I don't think for training I have anything particularly, different or weird. I always try to take a 1 hour nap, but I have to have at least 1 or 2 hours before I compete. But it's really hard sometimes with the timing, and that's not that weird. I'm pretty sure a lot of skaters try to nap too. I think subconsciously I always tie my left skate first, but I think it's I don't know if I'm consciously thinking of it or it's just subconscious. Oh, actually, my guards are kind of green on one, half green and purple. I have a specific guard that goes on the left and the right, and then the green side is always on the top of my left, and the purple side is always on the top of my right. Sorry, Michelle, I don't want to embarrass her. I don't think there's nothing particularly weird, but she has this cute thing she does. If you do something, if you land a really good jump or do something that she thinks is really nice, she'll be like, wow. Which is cute.
Cool.
It's hard to pick one because I can already think of three. In 2014, I did the ISU World Development Trophy, and I remember before that I had struggled a lot with skating. I had injuries, and I was trying to, not just get my jumps back, but my confidence too. And then when I was there, I just remember it was a different environment. It was a lot of fun. There's a few days of you can work training actually before the event, and I remember I was able to actually slowly kind of get my jumps back. And for me, I actually did end up winning that event, which was nice. But I think for me, why I liked that event so much was because it was an event that helped me kind of find myself again after I had hit such a rock bottom, and I was scared to jump. And I guess just seeing that I could just come back up after going down meant a lot to me. And then in the 2017 Southeast Asian Games. That was a lot of fun. In Southeast Asia, it's a pretty popular event, and it was the first time they included figure skating, so I was excited about that. They don't usually have winter sports, so all the skaters there in Southeast Asia, like we all knew each other too. So I mean, off the ice we had a lot of fun together, and in Malaysia they had built a new rink for this event, and there were so many people there, and there was just a lot of support from the hometown, and just being able to see like, you know, all the support we had from like our countries there, neighboring countries, it meant a lot. And just knowing that we could bring awareness to the sport in those countries where it's so tropical and winter sports aren't so prevalent, it meant a lot to me. And bringing home a medal for Singapore was really nice too. And the third one was really recent. It was a few months ago. It was Junior Worlds in Bulgaria. I think I kind of went in and I think I just didn't have too much pressure. You know, I had expectations for myself, but I kind of just tried to trust myself, and then I ended up doing pretty well, and I qualified spots for the country. I also got to see a lot of old friends that I don't get to see often because, you know, we're all across the world from each other. But yeah, I would say those were my favorite three. So if you're asking me for my top favorite one, the development trophy I think would be like number one.
All right.
So I think the order I set it in, yeah, I'll put it in that order. Okay, well, I'm actually really interested in med, so I'm actually interested. I guess I'd probably have gone for like the med school route and either become like a sports doctor, but then I've been kind of interested in watching surgery videos recently. Like, I'm the type of person that likes to watch surgery videos on YouTube, so maybe I would go into that kind of field.
Okay.
But I mean, I like music a lot too. It's been a big part of my life since I was young, and I do enjoy singing, so maybe I would do something with that too. I kind of listen to everything, although like I can't really vibe with like, you know, death metal or any screaming or country that much, but anything else that like, as long as I can like enjoy the melody, I think I'd go with that. I play the piano actually. I've been playing it for a long time. I played it for like 10 years. I passed all my exams. I went through all the struggles, you know, the blood, sweat, tears, the practicing an hour before you have a lesson. But I would like to learn the guitar. I think that'd be really cool. Probably Japan, I would say. Yeah, the culture there, I just enjoy it. And the people there are so polite and they're so kind. And they really support skating too. They're so cute. I got used to like, they're just cute. And yeah, the food's great. There's just so much to see there. There's like being visit the markets or shrines. There's always something to do. Okay, this is a little weird, and everyone who hears this kind of gets a little weirded out, but I do like the Saw movie series. I don't enjoy seeing people in pain, but it's just interesting, the concepts and like the traps, because I saw the behind the scenes, so I thought that was cool too. Well, I mean, I don't know, I think for most skaters, we're kind of, not immune, but used to the point of falling where it almost numbs out, I would say. The ones that don't look painful always hurt more, and some look so painful but they don't hurt. But I don't know how it would tie in with the bloody stuff. I've actually never seen anything past like a bloody nose or like a cut finger. Yeah, which is weird. I don't know, it's just me I guess. Oh, a knock on my forehead, is that a thing? I do enjoy reading, and I have an affinity for Sudoku puzzles. I don't know, I enjoy different kinds of genres. I guess it's hard to pick a favorite book because everything's so different. Right now, my sister recommended like Jane Eyre to me, which is like a classic. And I mean, if there are terms that I don't understand, I've literally written them down so that I can learn them later. But I do enjoy, usually when I was in high school, I did enjoy reading a lot of like mystery and kind of like murder kind of fiction, like mystery fiction. Best day of the year. I like Christmas. I do like Christmas. I just like the vibes and everything, like the ambiance and everyone, it feels so happy and like the lights and the snow and stuff. I mean, when there's snow. And then the next day, it's really funny because it like just wears off and it's like all over. I guess it's the lead up to Christmas Day. I like to take like a really big stretch, but I stretch so it's such a rigorous stretch to the point that I get lightheaded and I fall down back onto the bed. But yeah, I need that stretch in. It just feels so nice. And then I get on with my activities, whether I have to usually I have to work out and then I'll eat my breakfast and then I have training and then other work and errands, things like that.
Timberlake or Bieber?
Timberlake. Or no, Bieber. No, Timberlake.
Adidas or Nike?
Adidas.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Sweet or salted?
Sweet.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Dog or cat?
Dogs.
Smooth or crunchy peanut butter?
Smooth. Oh, actually, smooth.
TV or book?
Book.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Vanilla.
Android or Apple?
Android.
Skiing or snowboarding?
Skiing. I've never been snowboarding, although I want to.
Beach or swimming pool?
Beach, as long as I have an umbrella and sunscreen.
Alright.
I just don't like to tan. I look really funky.
Shower or bath?
Shower. Save the water, people.
Silver or gold?
Silver.
Call or text?
Call depending on the person.
Facebook or Twitter?
If you asked me in 8th grade, it would have been Facebook, but now I would say Twitter.
Insta or Snapchat?
Instagram.
New Year's or Valentine's?
New Year's. I'm not Singles Awareness Day. Singapore is my hometown. I was born there, and my mom's from there, her entire family's there, so I have a lot of relatives. So Singapore is very close to home. So that's why I chose to represent Singapore too. Majula, Singapore. But why should people visit? Just overall, Singapore is there's a reason why it's such a nice tourist attraction. It's super clean. The people are nice. We all speak English, so there's nothing to worry about. Besides the food is really great, and you can actually the food is actually really cheap too. If you go to a local hawker center, and there's nature everywhere. So for the people that really enjoy that, if you go down the highway, or the streets, there's always palm trees on the side and flowers. So it's nice. It's like going for a road trip, even if it's 5 minutes long. Yeah, and there's always places to see and things to do. You can visit Sentosa Island or go to Gardens by the Bay. And of course, there's that really popular, the infinity pool on the cruise that everyone wants to go to. Yeah, always visit. It's just a heaven, ready for the gram.
Yeah.
But yeah, and if you like hot weather, then we've got that all year round. I always miss home a lot, actually. Right now, it seems like I won't be able to go until next year for nationals again. So yeah.
All right, Chloe, thank you so much for this interview. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, thank you. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for having me.